Bienvenidos al segundo día del IT Solutions Day 2020. Con ustedes, Geoff Fancher, Head of Worldwide Distribution de Nvidia.
Hello and welcome to IT Solutions Day 2020. I want to thank MAPS for having Nvidia as part of the event today. Nvidia is really going to focus on how we're driving innovation. There's so much happening at our company and in the world around artificial intelligence. My name is Geoff Fancher. I'm the head of worldwide distribution for Nvidia and very excited to be working with MAPS. And before we get started today, I really want to thank all of our frontline folks who are helping us fight this pandemic, the nurses, the doctors, our essential workers who are delivering food and keeping the grocery stores open and delivering our packages, and anybody else that I may have missed. We really appreciate what you're doing, putting your lives on the line for all of us to continue the world and keep moving forward. At Nvidia, we're doing a lot to fight COVID-19, everything from detection to mitigation and containment. And I can tell you that our supercomputers are being used to tackle the virus as well, helping to find a vaccine. We screened over 1 billion potential compounds in one day at Oak Ridge National Labs. And normally in the past, that would have taken over a year without our supercomputing technology. We're doing quite a bit more than I can even cover today on this call, but we are funding all kinds of capabilities to make sure we're doing everything we can to fight this with the best science possible. If you think about Nvidia, we've been on quite a journey. We have products that go from everything from gaming, graphics, to the data center for deep learning, to help create neural networks for artificial intelligence. We're at the edge, driving robotics, and also autonomous vehicles. And so we've got quite a portfolio of GPUs, and it really started with this gaming capability, really wanting to make great graphics, and it's evolved all the way now to us being not only a gaming company, but an artificial intelligence company. And we've also added a new member to our family to give us networking capabilities with one of the top networking companies in the world with Mellanox. We're super excited to announce the finalization of the acquisition of Mellanox just a few months ago. And I can tell you the integration and working with them, they're a fantastic group of people. We're very excited to have this technology added to our already very strong product portfolio. To give you an idea and kind of spark your memory or your in your mind some of the capabilities of Nvidia, I want to show a quick video right now. It's about 3 minutes.
I am an explorer. Searching for the origins of our universe. And charting a safer path to other worlds. I am a helper, moving us forward one step at a time, and giving voice to every emotion.
I love you.
I am a healer, modeling the future of medicine. And finding a needle in a haystack when every second counts. I am a visionary, uncovering masterpieces lost to the ages. adventures in a galaxy far, far away. I am a builder. Driving perfection in everything we create. I am even the narrator of the story you are watching. And the composer of the music. And when the world faces its greatest challenge, I give us the power to take it on together. I am AI.
So as you can see from the video, the possibilities are just amazing with what you can do with high performance computing and artificial intelligence. And there is so much more to come. We're really just at the beginning of this revolution. In terms of NVIDIA's evolution, we did really start in terms of our graphics capabilities. So I do want to touch on that briefly, but we invented a technology a couple of years ago that's transforming everything from how movies are made to how games are made, and also how products are designed and developed. Our technology uses real-time ray tracing capabilities, so we accelerate the capability of creating all these wonderful images, and we simulate the physics of how light actually bounces around a room, an object, outdoors. And as you've seen some of the movies today that are completely computer generated, they almost look lifelike. And games in the future will also be more and more realistic with this technology that's been out for a couple of years. And so the software development has come along with the gaming companies, and as well as the folks that do media and entertainment, as well as architectural engineering, etc. So the graphics capabilities are only increasing and improving with this invention. We're also performing the next era of high performance computing and helping people really perform their life's work in terms of science and innovation. We are part of 8 of the top 10 supercomputers in the world are powered by Nvidia, including what we're showing here, which is Summit, which is the fastest supercomputer in the United States. And of the top 500 supercomputers in the world, Nvidia powers 333 of them. And we're being used across all different technologies. We've got over 700 applications that accelerate science. And if you look at the speed ups that we've been able to gain in high performance computing in the last 4 years, it's 9 times. So that's 9 times faster than we were 4 years ago. And it's a combination of the hardware and also the frameworks and the libraries that we've optimized over time to help get this tremendous performance so people can really have faster time to insights, research, and do all kinds of fantastic things for humanity. I'm going to talk about a bunch of different applications now and how we really have driven our technology into different industry segments. I won't cover them all, there's too many to cover, but I wanted to give you some examples of things that we're doing today. One of them that's going to be very impactful in the near future is machine learning. So traditional machine learning, we haven't really had a way to accelerate the whole pipeline. And with the announcement of Spark 3.0, which is one of the main platforms used by over 16,000 customers for big data analytics and machine learning, we'll be able to accelerate that capability with Spark 3.0. And we're going to see tremendous performance gains in that space, which applies to so many different customers out there. So big data analytics and machine learning is one application that's getting fully accelerated. I also want to talk about healthcare, and we help in numerous areas of healthcare. Our platform for healthcare we call Clara, and there's really 3 different baselines that we use for that. So there's Clara Imaging, which we use for early detection. It enhances images and gives better imaging for doctors to be able to do diagnosis and detection of disease so that we can cure much faster and get ahead of any advancement in the disease. We've also got ClearGuardian in hospitals, which does all kinds of things I'll talk about in a future slide, but one of them is checking for temperatures of the person that's on that video and really trying to see if they have a fever or not, and then stopping spread very quickly once they detect that. And then we also have a software application called Parabricks, which is used for genome sequencing, and that's being used to actually help fight COVID-19. We've given that away to hundreds of customers for free use as they use it to battle COVID-19. In terms of robotics, we were just chosen by BMW to help them create the factories of the future. If you think about manufacturing process and having robots take on a huge number of those tasks, that's what we're doing for BMW in their factory automation process. And we have a special toolkit called Isaac. It's a software development toolkit that lets you train robots to do anything you want them to do as long as it's within their physics and their capabilities. So we're teaming with BMW to help them build those factories so they can continue to build what they call the ultimate driving machine. In the retail world, we're helping Walmart with their demand generation forecasts. And if you think about all of their stores globally and all of the products, they have thousands of products in every single store. They have to continuously be monitoring the consumption of their inventory so they can replenish it. And they used to be able to do that on a weekly basis. With the acceleration of Nvidia, they can now do that on a daily basis. And their algorithms are 20 times faster. So we've really helped them out. If you think about large retail or any kind of inventory management capabilities, our solution is very good for those big math problems. Another area that we're helping retailers is with loss prevention. If you think about all of the self-checkout capabilities now, we want to trust people, but some people aren't so trustworthy. And with computer vision and the software that we have applications that our ISV partners have built, we can actually monitor those self-checkout lanes and make sure people are not cheating the system. So we're able to prevent losses in a dramatic fashion, saving millions of dollars across thousands of stores. Another application is actually, if you think about a store and the traffic patterns, Timberland used that analysis to actually figure out where there were dead zones and they could relocate their inventory in the store, and they got 30% increases in same-store sales leveraging artificial intelligence capabilities. Another one of my favorites, we all eat food every day, and a lot of that is grown by crops. And it's a situation where we've got computer vision capability now on farming equipment. So it's actually looking at the ground, looking at the plants, and identifying the weeds, and then only spraying the weeds. And so this is saved on the cost of food by reducing the pesticides by 90%. And so if you think about that, it's really good for the cost, but also it's good for Mother Earth, right? We're not having to put so many pesticides down to grow our food. Another application in a totally different industry is in the industrial world. If you think about consumer electronics, there is lots of inspection that's required. And frequently that's done by a person looking at an object, or maybe they don't even have the capability of inspecting everything. With computer vision and inspection, LG was able to increase their quality by 64% using our technology. So artificial intelligence spans so many different industries, as you can tell. We're also the brains behind AI cities or smart cities. So if you think about improving traffic patterns, helping improve safety, or optimizing parking, AI and computer vision behind the scenes with the right applications can help improve all of these things. And we partnered with Verizon, and they're actually working on these projects today. If you think about a large credit card company and the Capital One and what they have to do with the technology, they do fraud detection. And they're trying to stop fraud as soon as possible. They're also trying to drive operational efficiencies. And when they leveraged our system for AI training, it improved their speeds by 100 times. So 100 times faster and reduce their cost by 98% by moving to Nvidia artificial intelligence capabilities with our GPUs in their data center. I talked about this a little bit earlier, but Edgar has a solution that does mask detection, glove detection, apron detection. So it's a very broad capability that we can put into hospitals and really help reduce the risk of spread, and early detection capabilities with the software make it so that a lot of hospitals are able to prevent spread in a much faster way. One of the most exciting artificial intelligence problems that we are addressing is the self-driving car. If you think about it, it leverages all of the capabilities of AI, from computer vision to deep learning models, where they're trying to understand the different scenarios and how a car should react. We've got the full pipeline covered with our Drive platform. So we are collecting data with cars, we are training models. And one of the things that's clear is you can't drive enough miles necessarily to be able to do all the training as fast as you want. And our gaming heritage and our gaming technology has given us the capability to do simulation. So you can simulate situations and events, so you can leverage those to be able to train the vehicles. And we're not necessarily building our own vehicles, but we're helping auto manufacturers and all the different partners. We've got hundreds of partnerships, including manufacturers and LiDAR, et cetera, all the different sensors, to be able to help our partners and our customers create the end solution, which is going to be a self-driving car. To that end, if you think about a car and what it really is going to be, it's going to be a self-defined vehicle, or a software-defined vehicle. And in this software-defined world, we're going to partner, and we've actually signed a deal with Mercedes-Benz and Nvidia to help them create the car of the future for their company. We're very excited about that, and those vehicles will start coming out in 2024. So I hope you can tell from what I've talked about so far that Nvidia is much more than a gaming company. We're a great gaming company, but we've got computer vision, artificial intelligence, high performance computing, and tremendous capabilities. All of this is powered by what we call the GPU. And we've got GPUs that span a large spectrum from in the data center all the way out to the edge. The latest GPU that we just came out with is called the A100. This is the fastest solution out there in terms of GPUs. It's got over 50 billion transistors, if you can imagine that. So very powerful capability. You can get these in any kind of an OEM server. They're not available yet today, but all of the OEMs that we work with are building them into their systems, and they'll be coming out soon. But we also have the capability of deploying the A100 inside what we call our newest DGX, which is DGX A100. The A100 has 5 petaflops of capability just in one node. And if you can imagine, it's actually up to 20 times faster than our previous GPU, which had over 20 billion transistors. So we've got a fantastic platform that's available today for customers that can be purchased through Maps and our partners in Mexico. To give you a sense of the difference between what a traditional data center would look like before A100 and then after A100, on the left side, you can see if you had a data center with 50 DGX1s and 600 CPUs, it would cost about $11 million, and you'd have to have 25 racks, and it would be 630 kilowatts of power required to run that data center. With the new DGX A100, you only need 5 DGX A100 systems. It only costs $1 million. It's one rack. It's 28 kilowatts. So for 1/10 the cost and 1/20th of the power, you can do the same thing as the $11 million solution on the left-hand side. So dramatic improvements in performance with the DGX A100. It's very important that you understand that NVIDIA makes great hardware, but we're not just a hardware company. We actually have more software engineers than hardware engineers. And they're constantly developing software. And the main software platform that we have that you can program all of our GPUs with is called CUDA. So from the big data center all the way to the edge, if you're a developer developing in CUDA, it's going to run across all and be compatible across all of those platforms. We're also continuously enhancing the libraries and frameworks for performance and optimizing them so you get the best performance from the hardware. This is a huge differentiator for Nvidia. We're in our 11th generation of CUDA, and we have 1.8 million developers using CUDA today. And we're very thankful for our developer community, and we're going to continue to make their software forward compatible and backward compatible with continued enhancements of CUDA. Another important capability, if you think about a data scientist or someone that's trying to develop capabilities or do deep learning and artificial intelligence, they don't want to spend time setting the system up. They want to do their science. We've developed something called NGC Cloud. It's like the App Store for AI capabilities. And inside NGC, we call it, we've got containers that have got pre-trained models, Helm charts, and everything is optimized. So if you got a specific application you're trying to run, you can download from that cloud, just like you would from the App Store, the container that's optimized to work for the problem you're trying to solve. This speeds the time to deployment. It reduces the cost of having to figure this all out. And it actually gives the best performance because we have got the latest, greatest versions up there to help our customers get productive as fast as possible. And as we continue to drive this artificial intelligence into the world, there's really a smart everything revolution going on. So if you think about all of the sensors at the edge of the network and all of the capabilities out there, there are so many different devices that could benefit from artificial intelligence. And we're working with companies in the 5G space so that you can have artificial intelligence from the data center and to the cloud, all the way to the edge platform we call EGX, and it's going to be running all kinds of devices out there, everything from cameras to robots to aerial observation. Huge possibilities for the technology as we go forward. One of the things I'd like to encourage you to do, if you would like to learn more, is go to YouTube or the Nvidia website and watch our keynote. We just had a conference called GTC a couple of months ago, and our CEO, Jensen Huang, pictured here, gave his first kitchen keynote. With COVID-19 and the pandemic, no one could go anywhere, so he presented from his kitchen. You can see here he's showing our new A100 platform on a motherboard. There's 8 of them, I believe, in that picture. There's been over 8 million views, and you can learn more about our technology, other use cases, including things I haven't even had a chance to talk about today, like conversational AI, like recommender engines, and deeper discussions on some of the topics that I also brought up today. So I encourage you to go learn more at our website and really enjoy what you can find there. There's just a tremendous amount of information. It's broken down into chapters so you can focus on what you really want to learn about, and you can have the information at your fingertips. And so with that, I want to say muchas gracias. Thank you so much to MAPS. We're so excited about this conference and the fact that NVIDIA technology is available in Mexico. Thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
Agradecemos a Geoff Fancher por su participación en el IT Solutions Day.